Hi everyone, it's your boy Sean. Welcome back to another Summoner Squad video. Today I want to talk to you guys about my journey in Necro B10 since day 1 until now. This was my first ever Necro B10 team. Two guys that can slow, Bella, Colleen, which is pretty standard, and a guy that can do multi-hit to break the boss shield. Everyone was Rune Violent Revenge back then. And the runtime was around 3 something to 4. It was not really fast. Back then my rune quality was not too good, and I was still farming Dragon's B10 at like 3 plus minutes. So I didn't have a lot spare Violent Revenge to put on a Necro team and do Necro seriously. But then I ran into a dilemma. Ran was not skilled up at all, while Hua was max skill. Logically, Hua should move last to land the slow debuff on the boss. However, I was still using Hua in other places that require Hua to be fast. This Necro team turned out to be very inconsistent because I couldn't land the slow on the boss. It was very hard for Hua to land slow debuff on the boss if Hua was like in the middle of the team. That brings me to this improvement that I made, and I think it was one of the best 6-star decision I made. I made Rigo before the Rigo Home Hero, so everyone's opinion for Rigo was still pretty bad. When I 6-star him, the chat was like rip, why Sean, why? But I knew Rigo was the perfect candidate for Necro B10. Multi-hit, armor break, slow, everything you need to make a Necro B10 run faster. And I didn't use Rigo anywhere else besides Necro B10, hence I had the opportunity to rune him very slow, have very decent HP and good attack as well. He's currently now on Violent Revenge, HP, crit rate and attack. He used to run HP crit damage attack, but other Violent Revenge with good crit rate stuff, I need them on someone else. That's why he's running crit rate now. I can freely go for more attack, HP, even accuracy on like other slots and don't have to worry about crit rate at all. I was also running on attack power leader, which greatly improved my Rigo damage output. This team was much better than the Hua team. Rigo was moving last. Without skill up, Rigo was slowing the boss pretty consistently. My runtime improved to around 3 minutes average. It was pretty decent, and I started to look for better improvement in this team. That was when I realized Lynette was kind of a bottleneck for this team to make it faster. I improved runes on Ren, improved runes on Rigo. They were dealing a lot of damage, but Lynette, even with very decent rune, due to her shit attack base, she wasn't dealing a lot of damage, even though the multi-hit was very nice. But I wanted to be much faster. The first unit that I tried instead of using Lynette was Randy. My friend who was running a similar team composition, but he was using Theomas instead of Ram, and that team worked really well for him thanks to Randy defense buff. Even when Theomas was taken, with defense buff, nobody was going to die. But I still find the idea of using Theomas in Necro B10 was a bit dangerous, and I don't really like that. However, this team was doing pretty well. It was around 240 to 50, so slight improvement, and the team was really safe thanks to the defense buff. So during the mini boss stage, nobody was going to die. But still, I couldn't make it faster even with very good runes on Randy. I want something closer to 2 minutes. That's when I tried 2 different guys. First was Smokey. I got him out of a random mystical scroll. I was pretty excited to make Smokey because he had a lot of multi-hit in his skill. He has an AoE which could potentially help me to clear the trash wave faster. He has slow glancing hit. So it's a good package. It seems like a good package. The problem was I didn't really know well about the fact that you should not diversify your damage dealer element too much. So when Rigo was captured, he could very well destroy Smokey in one turn if he got lucky with violent procs. And Ren was not dealing enough damage to Rigo thanks to Rigo anti-crit passive. That leads me to this guy right here. Oh boy, Agent is so good. He buffed speed, crit rate, which allow me to switch both of my damage dealer to crit damage for a while. Speed allow me to move faster, take more turns before the boss actually took a turn. He deal decent damage, has a lot of multi-hits in his skill set, perfect candidate for a Necro B10 team. However, I ran into the same problem again. If Rigo was lucky, he could very well destroy Adrian or Ren. But it was pretty okay. It was like 230, 240, and I liked it a lot. Just to note again, everything that I put in a Necro B10 team is run with Violent Revenge. You can run HP, attack, crit rate, or crit damage, really depending on your rune quality. I run crit rate on most of my damage dealer in Necro B10 because I don't want to waste my time or waste my resources to look for violent with good crit rate stuff on these guys. Hence, I run crit rate most of the time. So I ran with the Asian team for another while. Not 100% what, but it was 90 something. It was still okay. And Panda was introduced. He could replace Bella entirely. No joke. If you max his first skill, the armor rate was super consistent. With his second skill, he heals and revenge a lot. His third skill is okay. I treated it like another multi-hit skill. Doesn't really matter. It didn't do like much damage also. With Colleen and Panda as the main healer, I could afford to bring a third damage dealer. So this was my team composition for a pretty long while. It was doing 220 quite consistently, sometimes even very fast if I got like some lucky violent and revenge proc. Theomas was dealt with rather easily with both Stella and Rigo in the team. They both have armor break, so Theomas didn't really have much chance to kill my team. But sometimes someone might die in the third stage, no matter how much HP I has, because my heal is not a smart heal. If the mini boss in the third stage managed to, let's say, land 3 hits, the first hit armor break on one of my damage dealer, and the heal was used right before that, that damage dealer was going to die 100% of the time. There's no stopping it. After another month or two, I decided, screw it, I want to bring Bella back and make my team 100% safe. But then, without Panda, my multi-hit wasn't that good. That was when Soha came to the rescue. She provided the perfect attack power leader for my damage dealer. I also made Xiaolin for R5, and this team was amazing. I never die on the third stage. Everyone has around 18k HP. It was pretty fast. I do believe the average time is like 210. Sometimes it was 140. Sometimes it's like 220. But it was pretty fast. And the rune requirement was also not so crazy. I'm running Soha on Violent Revenge, HP, crit rate, and attack. The same rationale. I have a good attack power leader. I don't want to waste violent crit rate on a PvE unit. It is supposed to be on some very important PvP unit. Xiaolin is also running Violent Revenge. She used to be on Vampire Revenge for R5, but now I'm using Stella instead. Xiaolin does crazy damage in Necro B10, and thanks to her natural tankiness, high defense stats, she rarely dies, almost never. Rigo is the same. You saw that. Max skill, very good with max skill. The damage is out the world. Bella and Colleen are very standard, so you don't have to reach like my stats to be able to do Necro B10. You only need like much lesser. So don't be discouraged if you're like, oh my god, his Bella has like 600 defense, high speed and all that stuff. You can do it with like 160 speed, and if you have enough multi-hit in the team and some decent HP to survive, you'll be doing okay. I am working on a 4th damage dealer because I believe that my Colleen can solo heal and the HP on my units are enough. Sometimes I run Stella, who is currently on Vampire Revenge for R5 on this setup, and the run can be slightly faster, around 2, but it was not very consistent because not enough multi-hit in the team to break the boss shield fast. I may make a Wind Leech and put him in here. Wind Leech is another crazy unit for Necropolis B10. He doesn't need to be built tanky because he has that super shield on him all the time and he can deal a lot of damage. So that may be the improvement that I need for Necropolis B10 to be consistently below 2 minutes. I'm happy with this team. I'm running pretty fast, 100% safe, and the rune requirement for all of them is rather easy to achieve. So I don't have to put so many good runes on my Necropolis B10 team. I'll update you guys again when I get a consistent sub 2 minute team. But if I'm farming at like 210 average, I am already very happy. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you learned something from this video. If you like this video, leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you are new, leave a comment if you need help with your Necropolis B10 team. Remember these 3 elements to make Necropolis B10 team faster. Have enough multi-hit, have slow debuff, have death break. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video very soon. Bye!